to Mr.R, it's like,
He got pretty close.
yeah,
Taking a game. But it did good, which makes this probably all the more scary for S1 here in what's gotta be loser semis. And
yeah, this is semis, yeah. Top 4, I predict that, yeah. And Meru will be waiting for the winner of this, and then Mr.R will be waiting for the winner of that.
So these people in loser semis decide to go to Battlefield.
Yeah, Bayonetta against Ness. And this matchup is actually interesting because what Bayonetta can do, generally known for the fact that she has Witch Time, but Ness's grab game is so potent. The other hand, though, what Bayonetta's Path Within allows her to do is avoid some of the combos that you get on most characters, with a lot of characters actually. And Bayonetta's offstage game is so strong.
Basically, a frame one air dodge that lets you land. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'd still say that Bayonetta has the advantage, though.
In this matchup?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it could be about even.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
I think Ness is
it's
one of
not
the best
necessarily
characters to fight Bayonetta.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily a big advantage, but I still feel like Bayonetta has a slight advantage. And that's a Witch Time. Will that be it? Yes.
Okay, maybe you're right.
He lands a Witch Time on the forward there. He's like, yeah, now you're right.
It's just the thing that...
the reason why...
with Ness, you know, you don't have to go for those hitboxes to kill. You do it with a grab, or you punish the insane landing like on multiple Bs.
Yeah.
And when they fall down, after numerous specials, Bayonettas expect the punish, and they like to go for the Witch Time. But Ness, you know, he's going to go for the grab. He don't care about your Witch Time.
Yeah, I mean, Bayonetta's punish game is amazing. And because Ness is so linear in his approaches and his options that he wants to choose, it's really easy to predict for Bayonetta when she can throw out a Witch Time and punish an option a move that connects with Bayonetta, right?
Yeah.
And as we just saw, like, he had 70% when he did a forward air, and it's one of his favorite spacing tools. So he basically has to watch out with every forward air that he chooses to use.
But because the grab game of Ness is so great and he likes to go for it, as long as he's careful with his spacing aerials, he shouldn't be getting Witch Time too much.
Yeah, no.
And he has one of the easiest times actually escaping Bayonetta combos. So I think those two combined, and the fact that he has an easier time playing around Witch Time than most characters, and that he can efficiently escape Bayonetta combos, makes him pretty decent when it comes to you know, kind of mitigating the insane strengths of Bayonetta.
Oh wow, the down air. Will that do it? Wow, that's such a
You can't get
move.
careless.
Oh no, definitely not.
You like that.
Gets a force throw, and now Bayonetta's stage. The other part, though, is that Ness's PK Thunder is one of the few options to be able to pressure Bayonetta off stage, because her recovery is so good.
Most characters just nah.
Not only is it long, but that Witch Time, it's such a good move.
And you know, just the amount of time you have to punish between Witch Twist crazy hitboxes and the afterburner kick is just so minute. It's just not even worth to try for most characters, especially because you risk getting stage spiked.
Yeah, and
every time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's why his general spacing tools. It's really hard for him to use those in neutral. But so he has to play his entire neutral differently. Where a character has, for example, Diddy Kong or Sheik, can play their neutral a little bit as they usually do, because they have tools that work around Witch Time. They have a hitbox.
Ness can do a lot of things he would like to do, but he just has to take it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, not a spike because Badr landed.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Witch Time. Can he get anything? Spike?
That's it.
Spike? No, he goes for the
goes for the up smash.
Okay. That was a very questionable decision. I know with the eye, maybe S1 could have landed on the stage, but honestly, I would just go for the boot.
Yeah,
I would just go for the boot, just stamp him down.
Put the heel in his face and done.
Put the heel in his face. He gets out of there. No Witch Time for Badr.
Oh wow, the nair. That's an interesting follow-up. The back air, will that be it? No.
No.
One again on
He's
stage.
still in this. He has a lot to make up though.
Oh
no, Badr! Why?
Time he decides to go off stage like that.
Badr. Now, why would you do that? What did we just talk about with anti-reflex versus my man S1?
I mean, he could have done a lot of things to go off stage against Ness, like throwing an air in between his double jump.
But just why last stock your head by like 100%? You just gotta wait for your opportunity. You're not gonna play with PK Thunder.
Oh no, definitely not.
You don't play with PK Thunder.
No, you don't. What you can do though is like a lot of moves that if spaced properly, can actually beat it. So if you don't get hit by it, for example, if he comes from like more from the side, you can space a move so that the hitbox of PK Thunder 2 won't connect with you, and you can actually throw out the hitbox and then just beat it.
On paper, that's all possible. I totally agree. However, my personal philosophy is, if you're off by a hair, you're gonna die at 40, which just happened to Badr, who is still not fully recovered.
Well, you don't want to be on the on the side where the blast zone is. You want to be on the stage side because then you can at least tech it.
Yeah. You know, I think it's a very hard move to tag because of the incredible amount of hit lag frames.
Yeah,
you know, you just freeze the time like.
Well, it's a different timing that you can get used to. I mean, it's kind of predictable when it's coming out, so the timing is kind of predictable. It's just
it's just like, who has the experience of tagging Ness PK Thunders? Like,
it's not like a Martha beer where it just comes out immediately. You're like,
I actually think that's easier to tag, personally.
It's harder to react to, but if you react to it properly, it's easier to tag. Yeah.
I guess different people, different tech preferences. Badr taking him back to Battlefield, where he basically won until he decided to gamble it all.
Yeah, and Badr is kind of an emotional player, I'd say. When stuff like that happens, it does kind of get to him, especially against S1, because I know that these two like to talk some smack toward each other.
Yeah, and they face off a lot.
Yeah.
AFK.
Like last time, I can remember that Badr was in the chat. He was like, S1, you're playing garbage. And he called him and he was like, yo, you played really bad.
With the Badr phone, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
We need that emoji on Twitch, man.
He was like, we didn't even know where Doom's cell phone was. It probably still with Badr.
Okay, so Badr taking a bit of a deficit
Which
to start, but here comes the giant fist on the platform, and we're starting the same way.
Yep, it's kind of similar because I think they were on the platform in the first case. Oh, no, actually,
no, they were not on the platform, but it was S1 going for a spacing aerial, which is normally safe.
Oh, the revenge kill immediately. Then throw by S1.
At 90?
Yep.
I knew Bayo could fly, but
I mean, Bayo is a lightweight, and I mean, he was close to the edge of the stage. I don't know if that was the optimal DI, if he could have survived, but yeah, pretty strong. Oh, goes for the guns against the aerial approach. I kind of like that option.
I'm guessing S1 banned it, but usually Badr likes to go to Lilat because of the guns.
Yeah. And it's I think S1 actually banned that because Ness on Lilat, I don't think it's actually necessarily bad, but it's really hard for him to recover on that stage because he has to angle his recovery.
And you just do not want Bayo on Lilat.
No, you're right.
Like, you might not expect your local Bayo to counterpick to Lilat because nobody likes the stage.
No, but can you imagine having a recovery like Ness or even Fox or Falco and just like
I
pointing
can't
at the
because
ledge
I play
and then,
Falco.
Yeah, and then you got like pointed at the ledge of the stage and then it starts turning her like that.
Yeah, and you're like, no. But I can imagine, but the ledge just got fixed most.
And at least they still have an up B. Ness, if he misses it, is like, bye-bye.
So Badr in a bit of a pickle, approaching back throw percents. Not even approaching, already there.
Yep, and this is a best of 3, so if he loses this, he will be out. Oh, wow. That's one just waiting in the center of the stage.
Yeah, just a back throw. Badr leaning back.
Yeah, and this is going to be hard for Badr. I mean, it's still like Bayonetta's punish game, but as we see S1 pretty much having center stage in the entire game.
Yeah, and Ness is just not getting caught by these Bayonetta ladder combos.
It's pretty hard to do, Ness, because of the airs again.
Yeah, extremely floaty, excellent air dodge, just all the best tools, and a small body, you know, giant head but small body.
It's so hard to combo this guy because of that one thing that he has.
Like, if it's hard for Bayo, then it's hard for everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
no.
But he got to air dodge out, and honestly, up air is not that strong. The only people think it's strong is because Bayo always hits it basically inside the blast zone. But S1 with Ness, even with lackluster SDI, you know, he still had the time to fly out of there.
Forward air getting witch time. That's the second kill that he will get. The third kill in the set with a witch time on the forward air.
This time he was in the lead though, so yeah, no harm, no foul, I guess.
Still though, if he gets witch time at 30 again, he will pretty much have a rough time because Badr could possibly kill him there. And playing last stock against Bayonetta is pretty much...
Is he looking for the PK Thunder 2 shield break?
Yeah, he is. He is definitely looking for that. He likes to do some sexy flex stuff. Oh, no. It still has to jump.
It's still Bayo. His recovery is uncontestable.
Tries to go for the yo-yo, but Bayonetta's up B. I mean, the hitbox on that is ridiculous. And Badr will have to play patient right now because still, like, a good punish can still net him the game, but he will have to wait off his time.
Okay. No, it's not gonna be it. Ness just escapes too easily.
Yep, the air dodge. Although at that point he just died properly and got way too high up. Oh damn, goes for the forward air, no witch time here. Goes for the grab.
He's looking for it, he's looking for it.
You know Badr wants that witch time, so S1 just doesn't attack that much because he knows that the thing that can make him lose this game is a witch time.
Definitely. And we see him tone down the spacing aerials. When he's short hopping now, he is air dodging.
Yeah.
The forward airs and the back airs, they're still there. They're still there. There's just less of them.
Oh, the jab. That's just 20% by the way.
Oh,
that's one getting out of it.
That's even falling out of that, you know.
Yep. Oh wow, I like the arrow weight, but no punish. And now, because Badr is just waiting his time, just waiting. Oh, and that's it. The comeback by Badr. Yeah. Not committing to anything.
The difference here, though, he didn't get it out of Witch Twist, because after Witch Twist, Ness can escape. But after a side B hit, if there's enough hits, then, in other words, enough percent on Ness, you can just double jump up air.
He just waited for the time to come, and that was it.
Excellent play by Badr.
Yep.
Putting S1 in another Game 3 situation.
Yeah, this is getting
unusual.
Repetitive. Well, not unusual. I mean, Badr, especially Badr, but Meru as well have been taking games off him before.
And anti-reflex, you know.
Anti-reflex, yeah, as well. I think all three of them have actually taken sets from him in the past too.
Oh.
It's still in his favor though, but they have taken him out at some occasion, I think.
Yo, let me just land the jabbing at 21% because that's totally okay.
Another snake F tilt. And now Badr has the momentum of the last game because he came back with that huge comeback. And usually what you see is that momentum from the last game carries on to the next game too.
That's totally true.
And, well, it's S1 who has the lead right now, so I guess in this case it's not true, but...
Well, it started out with Badr doing pretty well.
Oh yeah, yeah, S1 got the momentum back, let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just keep it at that.
And now Badr actually going back to the ledge, giving all the stage to S1.
Speaking of repetition, will we see another early first stock loss due to a witch time?
Yes, I think so. Let's see.
Okay, witch twist. No, Ness can escape. Your witch twist is not valid. Instead, you're gonna get back thrown.
No.
How's that for a twist?
That could have also been a stock, another beginning at least. But we still have the chance for the witch time to come out. Witch time? Oh no. Tries to get the up air, but Ness can just get away, and that select throw will be the kill.
Yeah.
But we can see the same thing we saw last game, which means that Badr can still bring that back. And
instead, I saw just a smash stick come out to neutral, which is, yeah.
Oh, wow,
jab block.
Wow. Okay, no F smash finish there because it wouldn't have killed.
Why do people jab block 3 times? Like, you get like 2%, and it's just an extra liability. Just another chance for you to mess up.
Yeah, exactly. If you can kill, why not? But if you cannot kill, I mean, the thing is not necessarily the 2%, but what it does is it brings your opponent closer to the blast zone, which makes your kill moves much earlier.
Fair enough, but he wouldn't have killed Badr there anyway.
He wouldn't have killed him, but in that case, I mean the damage. It's worth it if you bring your opponent closer to the blast zone.
Badr took him off the top, but he couldn't do it from ground floor. That's the thing with Ness, because he has such a good time escaping from Witch Twist. Badr really had to catch him near the top blast zone.
Badr's trying to get momentum going, and then he just finds the head in his face. He's like, damn it. Yep, that happens.
Like, you hit the brick wall known as Ness's forehead.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, I guess.
Like, if Trump is still looking for some bricks, he should just build it out of Ness heads.
Just see all the heads of Ness on the wall. Like
that'd be the creepiest wall of all time.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, I'm gonna headbutt you.
You know, I wouldn't try to get over that wall because you know what happens when you get above Ness's head.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, damn, that's a stock. And S1 with all the momentum in the world. Oh,
he witch timed the PK Thunder because why not? And there's the giant fist.
Witch time is so good.
And again, we have game 3 with S1 final stock.
The funny part is that this is kind of reminiscent from the last set, and we saw what Badr did back then, so why not again, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Next one's gonna do it. Next one's gonna do it.
Yeah, the next one is. That was almost the end for him there. Oh, you have to watch out with that Badr. You know that that hat is going to kill you. S1 on stage. Oh, that was creative.
Oh,
good punish. Doesn't kill him. Oh, wow. This is so...
He has just taken 50% for being off stage.
Oh, yeah.
He finally gets back, gets one grab, and that's it. That's so disheartening. Badr shading his head. He was fighting so well. He's getting all these off stage, you know, reads and excellent spacings. And S1 gets up once, grabs you, and you're out. You're out.
Not satisfied with that.
I can imagine, because he basically won first game, and then, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he won second game. So imagine if he didn't drop down, because he wanted it all.